Now, when you masturbate, is that somewhat still a form of celibacy because we're not dealing with a woman physically? Can we do that?
I want to say that. Is it a form of celibacy? I mean, like you're not giving yourself to anybody. Like those.
Yeah, we're not being physical.
You
exactly.
know, like so it's.
That's not celibacy though.
That's not celibacy. Like for men, that's like men. We can't like that release. That release, if it helps with tension release, if it helps you go to sleep, clarity, whatever it does, you know, as long as you are staying on purpose for it. If your form of celibacy and you're not out here messing with women, it ain't about you can't bag her. It ain't about you can't bag her. You know what I'm saying? Like a release is cheaper than Roots Chris. I'm gonna just say that out loud. Like,
oh shit.
You know, you save the headache, the stress, or the consequences that's going with hitting her with that. What you doing? You know, like it changes a lot of things. Like those who do it for clarity, those who do it for stress release, those who do it just to go to fucking sleep. So, and those who do it because, you know, like maybe they ex then posted something and she looking good online, right? And you be like,
I was doing fine until she posted this shit. Goddamn. Grab the dice.
But you remember the issues that went with that. So
yeah.
And a hell of a lot quicker. Sorry, I'm reading the comments.
Listen, so first off, like, masturbation is not celibacy, right? Like, so, and that's what I'm talking about, right? I'm gonna spin back about 2 seconds. When Tony asked the question about data statistics, about life experience. So life experience is anecdotal. That's why it doesn't work for the majority of people, because what my experience is different from Reece's experience, is different from Eric's experience, right? So we can all agree on something, but we all agree on it from a different point of view or a different reason. Yeah. Right. So let me start there, right? And then walk it forward in terms of the whole like celibacy thing. And so celibacy is about discipline. It's not really about not having sex. It's really about the discipline, right? So if you're gonna swear off women, or women, if you're gonna swear off men, or, you know, if you're gonna swear off the opposite sex, or whatever your sexual preference is, if you're gonna swear that off, then swear off sex altogether, including with yourself. Yeah. Otherwise your stance on celibacy is bullshit. Your stance on abstinence is bullshit, because you're still being sexually stimulated by something and you're still getting a release in the end. So there's no difference in action there. So miss me with all that bullshit.
So the people that posted this shit are most likely the ones that have not been getting any action. If anybody has been, you know, dealing with this space, dating, relationship, the social entertainment when it comes to sex, if they have not been having sex with women, is that a form of celibacy because they're not even grabbing? They're trying, they're failing, it sucks, but they're not releasing. See, that's what the original question was. Is it bullshit that you're calling, like, I'm going to be celibate anyway, or I'm celibate now anyway, but you're voluntarily celibate? Shit, you're an incel.
I don't think.
So how dare you even use the word celibacy because you're not grabbing? So is it bullshit from there? And that's what we're calling out. Is it right or wrong? Should we call that shit out?
That's bullshit. I mean, like, if you can't get them, you know, like, oh, I'm celibate. Yeah, I'm celibate.
I'm sorry, she said no. That's rejection.
It is. I was getting there, Tony. I was getting there, Tony.
That's a bar.
I was getting there. Like,
don't be fucking up my show with that shit, Tony. You got me.
If you can't bag them, that's not. They're not celibate by choice.
No, that's a bar. Yo, Tony's on point, man. I fuck with Tony, man. Tony's on point.
Go ahead, Eric. My bad.
No. I'm just saying, like you're not celibate by choice. You ain't got game. You you keep getting turned down. Oh, I'm celibate. No, man, you just ladies, y'all know I love you. You just can't get no bitches. Man, we need the board. We ain't got no bitches and never gonna get no money.
Yeah, it's the thing, man. I mean, I think y'all all hit it on the head, man. Celibacy is a choice, right? Celibacy means that you're refraining from something, right? If that thing was never on the table for you in the first place, you're not refraining from anything. Like,
right.
You're just, you know what I'm saying? You're not part of the few. You're not part of the proud. You know what I mean? Like this, and that, I mean that, but I see how that can be both a blessing and a curse.
Right.
Right, because a lot of people, statistics show that the later that you lose your virginity, the more money and the more successful you're likely to be.
Mm-hmm.
Because you didn't have the distractions that the rest of us had, like coming up, right? So, like, you know what I'm saying? You look at like the CEOs of like Fortune 500 companies and stuff like that. If you took a poll, you'd find that like 53.4% of them actually like lost their virginity later than the age of 18.
Right.
So there is something to be said to that. I mean, there is a point. There's some validity to that point. It's just that it gets perverted when people want to put it in tweet and you only get 280 characters to argue some semantics, or you didn't go pull that stat like I pulled it. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that's just the thing of it. That's just the thing of it all. Like, I think people miss because words matter, and people just want to throw out whatever the hell they want to say. So like, if you don't have the option to have sex, don't call yourself celibate. Like you said, you're an incel. You're an insurgent. If you're an insurgent, and you're perverting the good name of people that are actually practicing the discipline of celibacy, and the people that are actually, you know, having the struggles.
Yep.
To deal with actually not doing it, right? Because a person that comes to the conclusion and they resolve within themselves that they actually need to slow down or stop having sex altogether for some clarity means that they've been doing it for like a long time, right? And those people deserve credit, and they deserve to be saluted. If your broke punk ass can't get it, right? You're not putting in no work anywhere. Right, you're probably not getting it because you didn't put in the work in the gym, in your bank account, in your whatever, right? So don't diminish what the work that these people are doing and the sacrifices these people are making, just because your punk ass can't get none. Like that's bullshit, I think.
You know what? Let's segue to the other direction. Like, I want to go ahead and stick with no, because you brought up a very good point about the becoming successful because sex was not exactly a priority in life. Like, I'm sure Mark Zuckerberg, you know, founder of Facebook, probably didn't get any ass probably till maybe 25, 26, and it was probably only from his wife, his current wife is right now. That was probably his first, last, and only. But
he invented Facebook to have friends.
Yeah, but now let's talk about let's go the other way. So you are successful, and now you're pretty much thinking like, okay, I should be able to pull chicks now with no problem. But he's having a problem. He doesn't know how to engage. Now we have scandals. Now we have sexual assault going on. Now we have a huge problem since he doesn't have the gift of gab. He's touchy-feely. He's coming off like on some Harvey Weinstein shit. He's on some creep shit right now. So would it have been beneficial if he would have had sex early in life instead of like later in his late 20s going into his 30s? Because now he's forcing himself. He didn't get the release. Is this a problem if you wait too long to release or to just have sex, have sex later on in life? Is it a possibility that your ass can actually get in trouble because you don't know what to do?
I don't think that sex is the problem there. I think that being socially ingratiated is the problem. Because you can be, you can see like, fuck, Stephen Hawkins had swag. He can only talk to people with one hand, but even he was getting some ass. Like,
yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Before the chair, before the chair, he was the man. Yeah, his mind is what made him attract women. Yeah,
right. What I'm saying is, so like, if you just have to find your tribe, know your lane, and find your tribe, and that's it, man. I don't think that has anything to do with sex or sexual release. I mean, and to take it old school for a second, back in the day when we was coming up, a dude that had a lot of women, they called him Casanova, right?
Right.
But Casanova never bagged his own women. if y'all remember, Cyrano the Berger rat would hide in the bush and tell Casanova what to say to the women. In other words, Casanova, because Cyrano was ugly, right? And the women wouldn't talk to him. But he had the gift of the gab. But Casanova was beautiful but stupid as fuck. So Cyrano would hide in the bushes. Casanova spit the game up to the girl on the balcony. Right? In other words, there has always been resources for men to learn these types of things. Right? There's even now there's like charm school if you want to learn how to do it. There's dance classes you can learn how to take. Like, and if you're that successful, there's no reason why you should be out here, doing these kinds of things, because swag and how to act and how to be appropriate can be taught.
I halfway respectfully agree, because swag cannot 100% be taught, because I think that it's one of those things that's like definitely in you, and it's also subjective. Your swag may not work for the women I attract, and vice versa. That is actually one of the things that I've actually learned. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I had a hard time in my former life. I had a hard time pulling in South Beach, but I had no problem pulling in LA, and apparently LA was the land of all the stuck-up women. But when I get out there, I'm just like, where all the stuck-up chicks at? Like, I'm getting mad love, so what's going on? But when I get down to Miami, the game changed. It's like, oh shit, no action here. I hate this fucking place. But when I'm in LA, I'm like, I've been telling chicks, y'all supposed to be stuck up. Why everybody call y'all stuck up?
Wait. Actually, I can see that though. I can see that coming from you, actually, because you speak well, you dress well. Just that and the third, in Miami is a party town, right? So I can see LA where the quote unquote stuck, you look like you belong. Right?
There's a lot of D-boys out there in South Beach too, so a lot of Rick Ross looking motherfuckers love that.
You feel what I'm saying? But that's not, you don't fit in with the quote unquote norm. And so I can see that actually, right? And but there's still a clientele for you down there. There's still, you know what I'm saying? Like, and there's still clientele for the D-boys over in LA, right? Like it's crazy. It's just you have to find it, right? So the problem is the main problem is, and I think Tony alluded to this in the comments earlier. Actually, the problem is motherfuckers are just lazy.
Yeah.
And then these dating apps have not made it any easier. It's made dating sloppy. It's fucking
dating apps
sloppy.
Is whack.
With the swipe left or swipe right, you reject the whole person, and that person could be the person that's meant for you, right? But you never fucking know, because you look at them for 10, 15 seconds, and you're just like, nah. Both of y'all are there for a reason, so obviously there's some commonality. Have a fucking conversation with the person. But people are too fucking lazy. And now these dudes that jump in the game late, right? They work hard for everything that, they've built up. They got the E-class. They, you know what I'm saying? They're driving around in the G-Wagons and the private jets and everything. So when they expect women to be the same way because they have money that can pay for it.
Yeah.
Well, they got that for you. Right? But that's not what you're looking for. So the stuff that you're looking for, in order to get what you're looking for, something you've never had, you have to do shit you've never done. In other words, stop throwing money at every goddamn thing.
Yeah, and overcompensating.
Yeah.
Do the fucking work.
These people with money, these guys with money who, wait later in life and they try to Weinstein shit. No, because you have money does not mean that you abuse your power. Like, Weinstein is one of those.
No, he a sleazebag.
He's dirty, but I'm gonna be honest. Fuck it. We from Grown Man Logic, the Uncomfortable Convo.
Here we go.
It's a lot of shit going on that nobody ever talked about. Let's be honest. Some of the fucking music that we were listening to growing up we shouldn't have been listening to the shit. I'm just saying, R. Kelly. Well, of course, R. Kelly, but who the dudes who sang Bumps in the Road? What were they named?
That was him. That was MC Hammer.
Him? No, not him.
Record Effects. You talking about him. Yeah.
Or Digital Underground too.
Digital Underground, Belle Biv DeVoe. Like, yo, listen, look.
Hey man, they from Boston, man. Fuck you, man.
I don't care. I don't care. Voice. Go back and listen to Poison song. Go back and listen to
They were trying, yeah, but that song they were trying to give us a heads up. But if you're talking about like Do Me Baby,
Do Me Baby,
yeah, I see what you're saying.
Terrible.
It's
it was terrible. So the Weinstein's been around for a long time, and but once you got money, the shit just compensated for the shit that you was already doing. So these people just ain't got social skills, right? And it was something that y'all said about swag, and I think I saw Kendra say it in there somewhere about like you can grow it more, you can grow into swag.
Yeah,
that's subjective.
It is.
You know, like it is. Like some guys think that money gives them swag. It's not. It's not. You know, like I ain't gonna say about like, you know, again, I got a humanitarian award. I've been around the world and the country and stuff like that. So it's not hard to pull women. You just got to connect with women on a lot. But I talk a lot, so it's easier for me to connect with women. And then they be thinking, "Oh, you're so funny." I ain't saying nothing funny, but I think you laughing at me, bitch. So there's that. You know, like comedy helped a lot. Like humor helped out a lot. And but yeah, like no, we not these guys who just got money. If you got money, buy yourself some motherfucking social skills. Take a speech class.
That's literally what I was saying.
I know. But
I want to stay here because this is game, and this is one of my favorite areas, and I'm actually glad you guys both brought this up. I'm glad you guys both brought this up because I think it's really what needs to be what needs to be spoken on. Now, Dejuan, you actually mentioned, and you're right, because of how I talk, Florida, and I'm sorry if I got any Miami people up in this chat room. I'm sorry, even that are sub to me. But there's a reason why Charlemagne goes in on y'all state.
I was ready to say.
There's a reason. Well, yeah, because when I get out there, it is really hard for me, and I got a homeboy out there too. It's really hard for me to like communicate with people out there, like to socialize with them, because when I'm over here on the West Coast, or even when I'm down south, it's different. But when I get to Florida, the game changes, and I just don't feel the need that I have to dumb myself down. But I want to go ahead and get back to the game, like my man Eric. Call yourself the king of uncomfortable conversations, but I just heard the king of conversing, period. You like to talk because you can talk about anything. Dejuan, you could chop it up because you can chop it up about anything. What the fuck is missing from dudes nowadays where they can't hold a conversation? Now, women in the chat, you got to help us out here to this, because the thing is, sometimes it's vague. We heard over the years, he can't hold a convo. What do men need to talk about now to keep a woman's attention? Because I'm sorry, I was direct and straight to the point with what I wanted. Don't get me wrong, I fluffed with you for about 5 minutes. I had a 5-minute drill, and that's it. Anything over 5 minutes, I feel like I'm talking too much, and she's not gonna be interested in me, and I gotta move. But I want to know the gift of gab on your end, Eric. Starting with Eric, dude.
You said 5 minutes.
I know you're gonna be like, nigga, it only took me 2. That's good.
No.
Listen, look, I literally only had 5 minutes. That's a long time.
I hope she sees this video. I didn't pull it without speaking. I just pulled without speaking. I'm sitting in the mall. I'm getting ready to leave the mall. She pulls up and she's backing her car up. I look and I do like this. I was like, I point. I say, you. She did like this. Got the fuck out the car. And she came over there. But like, okay, what men are lacking is focus, right? Like you said, bam, I got a 5-minute drill. You're focused. You are fucking focused. Like after 5 minutes, I'm talking too much. Fucking, I'm out.
Yes.
Some men, like who think that I got all this gab, I got you lost focus, my guy, because you went in there on one thing and then you took it here, then you took it there. If you like, you got to have focus on, like, are you trying to date this woman? Are you just trying to fuck? Are you just trying to get her number? Are you trying to prove some shit to boys?
What is your intention?
What is your intention? Like you fucked up. You're fucked up. Like I go in, like, to be complete. I'm like, if I want, she gonna see this. If I want you, I'm gonna get you. If I want you, I'm gonna get you. Flat out.
Eric, you're the first guest on my show that actually gives a fuck. You're not supposed to have it.
I don't. But this shit gonna be a conversation. This shit gonna be me calling Dejuan probably like after the game tomorrow. Like, so this shit, yeah. But no, like seriously, like, fuck it, she gonna see it. I don't care. I had a friend who knew somebody, and I was like, I was still in the military, and I was like, yo, I want her. She was like, ah. I get out of the military, and I'm home, and I got her. So that's just like I was focused. That's all I'm saying. You got to be focused, but I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Dejuan, we gonna need an intervention.
Hey, man, I think he just opened the case on it. He just opened the case on himself. All right, so here's the thing, right? Here's the thing, man. You have.
Wait, hold on. Well, Eric, if she's not subbed to my channel, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But go ahead, Dejuan.
But I'm in here now. I'm tagged on this. They see me.
Are they in here? They in here? Okay, I'm just gonna say this, yo. This is locker room talk.
Okay.
Everything that happened, this is in the past or whatever. So don't be offended. This is locker room talk. But go ahead, Dejuan.
Nah, man. I honestly think that it comes down to being a man. Straight up, because so I was, as E was talking, I was scrolling through the comments over here. Manila Rose, global news, music, and hobbies. Cool, that's solid. Tony said, "Make us laugh," right? But that's the thing. You have to be available on all of those things, right? Because like what you can't. So you have to wake up on purpose. Right, so even if you coming out of the mall in the situation, right? Let's say you had to have a conversation with her, right? He had to be able to read the room. He had to be able to see if she was in a hurry or not in a hurry. Does she have some leisure time? Does she walk in with kids? Does she have a ring on her finger? How is she dressed? Does she have on, you know what I'm saying, booty shorts and some sneakers? And all of that determines approach.
Yeah.
And the avenue of approach. So it's kind of like as a dude, man, when you're reading this thing, you have to be able to like know the type of person that you're dealing with, and that comes with like experience, right? Or seeing what worked and what didn't work for the men around you. If you see your boy get shot down by a woman like that, okay, I know not to do what he did. But you, like he said, you have to determine what it is that you want from this particular woman. First, determine where you are in your life, right? Okay, cool. Am I ready for a relationship right now? Because a lot of dudes get in a relationship by accident.
Shots fired.
I'm out here by myself. No. But a lot of men get in a relationship by accident because there's something they're truly not prepared for, nor were they thinking about. But if you're not focused on that, and it happens, then you're in a relationship by accident, and it's not going to end well because you weren't prepared. Right. So once you read the situation and you read the you read the room, and then you know what you're dealing with. Okay, here's where I am in my life. The next few women I talk to, So like you're saying, I'm not prepared for it. So it's kind of like if all right, boom, the next few women I talk to, I'm looking for a relationship or a potential wife. Okay, cool. So that even determines who you approach, right? Because I've walked past some gorgeous women, but because the outside packaging wasn't what I was looking for at the moment, I didn't even approach.
Mm-hmm.
Like, but had they caught me, 6 months earlier, a year earlier, 2 years earlier, I definitely would have tried something, but it wasn't packaged the way that I wanted to look. Okay, cool, boom. I'm looking at a relationship. So now I need to know, hey, how you doing, miss, versus, excuse me, ma, excuse me, shorty. That's different, right? That's LA versus Miami, right? If I'm in Miami and I'm at H2O down on the South Beach Strip, which I frequent, you know what I'm saying? Like we're having a different conversation versus, being in LA at, Mr. Childs. Like, excuse me, you're beautiful. That's another thing. You've read the room, and now you're approaching with alignment to what's going on in your life. So now you're prepared for whatever outcome comes.
And it's unfortunate that we have many men who have not even they haven't captured that shit yet. Now as you know, we have the red pill content popping off. So now they're just trying to stay away from women altogether. Now that they found out women's true nature and body count and all that dumb shit. So
wait. So I'm an ambassador to the red pill content. Hold on.
There's two types of red pill. Hold up, Dejuan. There's two red pills.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I'm not talking about the modern one, not the bastardized ones. A lot of men, they subscribe to the bastardized ones, not the ones that like awakens you, opens you, and everything. I'm not talking about the irrational male Rollo Tomasi red pill. No, I'm talking about the bastardized one that's basically like, yo, I'm done with women. They're dangerous. They're gonna take all your money, divorce you, take half your shit, and yada 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 yada.
Those are the MGTOW dudes. The men go.
Yeah, I'm talking about the modern bonehead rep, because I be going in on the red pill, and when I do, I'm talking about the bonehead ones, like you said, the MGTOW ones, the ones who ain't got game.
No, I just like to speak in clarity. That's all. Like,
me too.
Okay, cool.
No, because I'm very objective. No, because the thing is, there's a whole lot of gems. Like some people will even say that Patrice O'Neal, I think that's his name, that Patrice O'Neal was red pill. When I say, no, that motherfucker just had game. And I just got done cutting up a video about really how women are the red pill because they created that shit. Because a lot of men are gamed up by women. That's a whole nother conversation. But now you kind of just have these dudes who follow the bastardized pill.
Okay.
And they can't say shit. Now it's like their defenses are up and they're just like, yo, you know what? I don't even want to talk to these chicks. I kind of just want to pump and dump. You know what I mean? It's like, or they body count too high. It's like excuse after excuse after excuse. Now remember, this was the person that pretty much wanted to go ahead and chop it up with chicks. And now all of a sudden they run into this content. They're just like, oh, so girls are all really like this, when actuality they are not. They are pretty much like, the red pill was supposed to be like ratchet repellent. You're not supposed to go after these chicks over here.
Ratchet repellent. I like that.
Yeah, that's what it was supposed to be. Like, it was supposed, for one, the red pill was supposed to make you pull more chicks. Now I know. So this is how some can be, and this is how some are not. This is what they like. This is what they don't like. I got it. Now let's go. Game is just self-improvement. I said that before. Game is about you. Red pill is about them. Once your game is tight, now go ahead, hop in the pool, and you should be able to pull. See, like right now, obviously we had no problem pulling because we knew. We listened to women, and now we know. These dudes refuse to listen to women, so they listen to modern bonehead red pillars. They got burned, and they're listening to them instead of listening to the women that put you up on game. Like these, have you ever heard a woman tell you, you know what, if you just did this, you'd be cute? That's red pill.
Yo, wait a minute, hold on. Reece, you said something. You said something in there, right? Like when you said the women created the red pill, right?
I said the women are the red pill.
But what I'm saying,
I know what you're saying. Yeah.
What I'm saying is right, and then you got guys who, like, you know, you got the guys in the red pill community, Dejuan, who took it and was like, all right, bet. You know, this is what you asking for. This is what I'm gonna be, right? And then you got the ones who want to get in, and they sat up there and they heard Dejuan talk. They heard the red pill community be like, all right, that's enough. And they go out and they just start fucking. Oh,
there you go.
You know what I'm saying? They just start fucking it all the way up, right? So that's why you got those MGTOW guys. But then it's like women, y'all could tell me if I'm full of shit in the comments or not. A woman will tell you exactly what the fuck she wants. If that's what you want. If I'm gonna use you, Tony. Sorry, I'm just saying. Like, if Tony was to drop in here, like, yeah, all you gotta do is, you know, show up smelling good, smelling clean, blah 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 blah. You know, she's going to tell you. Then I just show up like, yeah, what's your favorite color? What color panties you got on? Like, why would I do that? Like, you know, that's what the community has come to. It's like, it's they're not listening to what the women are saying. They're like, oh yeah, your name is such and such. All right, cool. Let me see your nipples. What? Like the shit. Like,
how do we get here?
Like, these dudes out here are reckless. They reckless, and that's probably our fault, because that's our fault and their fault, because they don't want to listen to the guys trying to give them some game on how to be successful, how to move through life. You know, they not listening to an OG. I'm an OG. Fuck it. I'm 30. I'm north of 35. I'm an OG.
Mm-hmm. Oh well, then I'm an OG. I'm 42. So shit.
Okay, all right. So fuck it. I'm 38. I'm 38. I'm an OG. But these guys, they don't. They only want to hear about your success. They don't want to see how to get it.
Damn, y'all old. So yeah. So nah, she's responding to E when you said like the dudes be saying, "Hey, what's your favorite color? Let me see your nipple." Right? So let me see your
said, "Let me see your bank account." Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, but see, here's the thing. Here's the thing though. Like a lot of people that's true red pill actually have the bank account to back up the shit that they're talking about.
They have the status. We're not even talking about the money part, just the status. Like they're established. Period.
So, which one?
So, no, I'm saying so. Like that's exactly. So that's the problem that you run into with a response like that. She said, "Then he can get in there." Oh my god. So I actually got into like a back and forth on Twitter earlier today. Salute to court. We dropped the episode about ghosting and rejection, and we got into the cuffing season conversation, and I was like, well, men that are on purpose will cuff anytime, summer or not. And there was another young lady that took issue with that, and she was like, nah, because this, that, and the third. But this is the same woman who, if you go listen to her content, doesn't package herself to be cuffed. Right, and that's I feel like that's kind of what like red pill it does. It makes you the best version of yourself, but it also makes you the best version of yourself, but it also makes you aware, so you can look at situations objectively and with logic more so than emotions.
That's exactly what it was supposed to be. So we can even go back to the Bible of rational male. That was what Rolo was dropping all of that just for you. But the thing is this. A lot of cats who call themselves red pill, you can tell they did not read the material. He was just letting you know this is what it is. This is the facts. This is what it is. This is how society wants you. This is how some society can be against men and masculinity. He was dropping all of that. Now, the thing is this, the red pill encompassed all of that. It wasn't just women. It was just like the fight against, there was opposition against masculinity. That's all it was. And now it became bastardized. Like, red pillars totally forgot about all that part, and it was just women are demons.